This is BNN, the Bennington News Network.
Welcome to our continuing coverage of Election Day in Bennington here on BNN. I'm Jeff Grimshaw.
I'm Susan Grimshaw.
And now we're going to move to the portion, what we call the articles election. We have 14 articles facing us to vote on. I voted.
I voted. I did my civic duty.
Right, and we're going to editorialize. Look, a lot of people died on beaches, trenches, women, men, children killed, fighting for your right to vote. We hope you will vote. We hope you will vote. Okay, Susan, here's how we'll work it. We'll have you read out the articles one by one, and we'll then talk about them. Go ahead.
Okay, gotta take the glasses off for this. Here we go. Article 1. Shall the town appropriate for the next fiscal year, July 1st, 2016 through June 30th, 2017, the total sum of $12 million... Oh boy, 020-560-00.
Okay, let's hold with that.
It.
That's about $12 million, and that's including...
Consisting of the following three...
Okay, let's just tackle this.
Okay.
This is...
There's a lot going on.
Here's the translation on this. They want to know if you want to approve the budget. Again,
and it's broken down in all sorts of things. Like,
you basically it's that number at top, the $12 million budget. Are we gonna go forward with it, or are we gonna go back and send them to the table and to rebudget and to do it all over again?
I'm going forward because the town needs to go forward.
Okay, that's the opinion here. Now there is a dissenting opinion. Mike Bethel, candidate, does not want to move forward with it. He does want to send him back to the drawing table. I'm pretty happy with everything. They did multiply by 5 the amount of marketing dollars for Bennington, but the base was so low, we went from 5,000 or 6,000 to 30,000 and change. If I had to send them back to the drawing board, I'd say, you know what, we need a couple $100,000 of marketing, and that's just to get a toehold. Right. But you know what, we got to move forward. Speaking of moving forward, let's go with Article 2.
Okay. Shall the voters increase the FY 2017 general fund by the sum of $2,500 for Bennington County Association Against Child Abuse? And of course.
Okay, well they're asking you. Asking you, do you want to help out in the fight against child abuse, or do you want to just let them on their own? So that's a personal opinion, and we're going to move on to Article 3.
Article 3. Shall the voters increase the FY 2017 general fund by the sum of $2,500 for Turning Point Center of Bennington?
Okay, let's talk about Turning Point Center. That gets people who are afflicted with chemical dependencies. Right. It gets them back into the mainstream, back on their feet. When you say FY17, you're talking about fiscal year 17,
correct,
and that begins in July here. Mm-hmm. That's our fiscal year, runs July to June. There's different opinions on that. Some people say put them all behind bars. Other people say help them get back on their feet so they can get to normal lives. We've seen some success stories. Mm-hmm. We've seen some non-success stories. So again, that's a personal choice. We move on to Article 4.
Article 4 is, once again, shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $5,000 for Project Against Violence Encounters. Okay,
that's the Project Against Violent Encounters is just that. They're trying to mitigate those and push them downward as far as how often they happen. That's something that the voters are going to have to come to grips with, whether they want to be a part of that or not. And we move on to the next article.
Article 5. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $7,000 for Vermont Center for Independent Living? And that's a product I'm very much for that.
Near and dear to her heart.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who use the Center for Independent Living, taking care of their elder parents, parents with Alzheimer's that need care while they are off working.
I'll give you an example of that. Our very own Sam Rustino, who reported right from your chair, could not be here because he has 24 hours a day. He's taking care of his folks. He's an angel. And
that is a lot of us. The baby boomer generation, we're taking care of our parents, which is the rightful thing to do. But we have to work at the same time. So the Center for Independent Living allows people to be able to work and continue to have a life while giving their parents quality time and care.
Okay. Article 6.
Article 6. Shall the voters increase the FY 2017 general fund by the sum of $7,200 for a Green Mountain Retired and Senior Volunteer Program?
Okay, let me talk to you about Green Mountain Retired Senior Volunteer Program. It's Green Mountain RSVP. I've done some work with them. Good group. These are people who give volunteers to seedlings. These are little kids after school. These are Meals on Wheels volunteers.
A great organization.
It targets 55 plus people to volunteer, giving back to their community, because so a lot of people aren't shut-ins, are out there working to help others
Correct.
who are even who are less fortunate.
Yep.
So that's something that you will need to vote on. Article 7.
Okay. Shall the workers increase the FY fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $7,500 for Bennington Free Clinic?
Free clinic.
Free.
These guys at the
Doctors,
free
nurses,
clinic, they
give themselves freely. They give of their time. They don't make a penny for that.
Right.
They give of their time and their skills to help people.
Right, but they're giving helping people get into the Vermont Health Connect, and also serving them in that capacity. A lot of people doing a lot of work. Something you're going to decide yay or nay on. Next article, Wiki, please.
Article 8. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $7,500 for BROC Community Action in Southern Vermont?
Okay. I should know more about this, but I really don't. So I would ask you to investigate it and then come to your own decision.
Correct.
And we go to the next one.
Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $7,500 for Southwestern Vermont Council on Aging?
Okay. A lot of the same issues are of independence. This is ongoing research, ongoing solutions for aging. I'm not going to editorialize, but I will give you one fact. Vermont is aging.
Yes.
So, and we are aging at a rapid rate, much faster than other states, meaning our young people, it's a problem we're trying to contend with. They're going away, and as they go away, our demographic goes up of older people, because there's a larger percentage of them as the young people kind of go away.
Yep.
So decide you must on that.
Absolutely, and sooner rather than later. Okay, Article 10. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $10,000 for Sunrise Family Resource Center? And they were there last night at the town hall meeting, and they do a lot of good stuff. Do a lot of stuff for kids, daycare for families that can't afford daycare, single parent families. Really a good organization.
Okay. Again, it's your decision.
Your decision.
Again, research it and see if you want to vote to put that kind of money up.
Okay. Article 11. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $10,000 for the tutorial center?
Okay. You and I, we are both involved with the Bennington Farmers Market. I'm on the board there.
Yep.
You are one of the, I'll call
I'm
you
a vendor.
the top vendors. We work with them on Tuesdays. The tutorial center brings young kids. This is just one thing that they do, and they teach them about agriculture and possible careers in agriculture. And in this one instance, if we don't, maintain our level of agriculture, we don't have food moving forward. So that's just one of the many things they do. I know they do a litany of things for young people, and they help with GED, kids who may have made a bad decision, dropped out of school, who want to get their diplomas, and they help them in GED study. A lot of other great stuff. That's a decision you'll make at the polls today.
It's good stuff. Article 12. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $11,000 for Bennington Project Independence, which is also, like the Vermont Center for Independent Living, also, once again, they take care of, your folks for you when you go to work, and they feed them. They've got daycare. They pick up in a van. They take them back to and from the center. It's very good.
Okay. And we move on to Article 13.
Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $21,600 for Bennington Area Visiting Nurse Association and Hospice? Well, as somebody whose parents have all used hospice here,
Yep.
Yes, those girls and guys, they're angels on earth. So yeah.
I was going to say that angels on earth.
Angels on earth.
It's obviously the end of life is extraordinarily difficult for those left behind during the entire process. And hospice, they are truly angels on earth.
Yep.
In my opinion, and this is editorial, you cannot fund them enough.
Yeah.
And we move on to last and final article.
Article 14. Shall the voters increase the fiscal year 2017 general fund by the sum of $25,000 for the Bennington County Coalition for the Homeless?
Okay.
You talk on that.
Well, I've talked on many occasions with Chris Oldham. He's their executive director.
Yep.
The things that they do for people who have kind of lost
Nothing
everything,
short of
who have
miraculous.
nothing, is nothing short of miraculous. And what they do on the monies that they have, that they raise and are given, again, is nothing short of a miracle. So, like hospice, this is something. Homelessness is something that's going up in our world. It's trending up. So, we have to meet that need.
Yes, we do.
Again, you close that curtain or you're in that booth, you're going to have to make your decision. So, Susan, we've got 14. 14,
yes, we do.
This is really going to direct what happens this year with the overall budget, with a lot of other monies in play here
I will
in
say
Bennington.
this much, after reading all these articles, that Bennington truly is a town with a ginormous heart.
I'd have to agree with that. I've never
really.
never seen a place with a bigger heart that helps people who need it. Some people say that's a double-edged sword. You give, and then you get an influx of people from the outside who want to just get and get and get and take and take and take. I think there's a balance.
But there's always somebody who wants to abuse the system in every field, and you put things in place to protect against that.
Right. It's a delicate balance. So those are the issues and articles before you as you go to the polls this evening before they close. We will be back right after the polls close for the results show. As soon as the results are known, we'll be back and we will tell you which candidates will ascend to the board.
Yep.
We will tell you which articles were voted up and which were defeated. And until such time, I'm Jeff Grimshaw.
I'm Susan Grimshaw.
And this is BNN.
Vermont Tiny Kitchen is your delicious destination for low-sugar jams, soups, sauces, and confections. Get your goodies at Vermont Tiny Kitchen at the Bennington Farmers Market, and now you can buy on Facebook at Vermont Tiny Kitchen.